everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
This is Jonathan Stewart. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards. 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And defensively, the starting 11 for Pittsburgh and this crew, they made the defenses of yore in the Steel City very proud in the divisional round of the playoffs, did they not?
Ever since they reinserted James Harrison back into the lineup as a starter, they are undefeated in 2016, and he's 38 years old. But I don't think anyone takes care of his body any better than James Harrison and then produces on the field. And on the opposite side, how about the youngster Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, has really come along, and they do look like the Pittsburgh defenses of old.
And he's going to get this one down near the 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Anderson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers... Steelers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Shreds the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. They'll set up a throw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work,
looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Let's take a quick pivot here, and I want to ask you about the Kansas City game against Pittsburgh. I certainly didn't see 6 field goals winning that. No touchdowns for the Steelers. That was an interesting affair.
It really was, and while Pittsburgh never got into the end zone, found a way to win it with 6 field goals, Kansas City did get into the end zone, but not at the times that they flat out needed to. So both of these teams were exhibiting that bend but don't break mentality on defense. And Pittsburgh, with the help of a holding call on a 2-point conversion that tied the ball game for Kansas City, took that off the board. Pittsburgh able to escape and head to an AFC Championship game showdown with New England.
And you had a very good, succinct quote to me. You said 6 field goals will not beat New England.
Not a chance in heck. Just 6 field goals beat New England. They've got to find a way to turn those into touchdowns. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see The offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's going to get so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down now after the pass completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Their big tight end, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. While time permits, we have to share the story we read about Doug Baldwin. After the loss, understandably very frustrated, said he played Madden until 3:30 in the morning to just release some of that anger because he could control all 11 guys in that game.
And that just tells you about how guys feel in playoff pressure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
All right, Brandon, let's take a quick second here and talk about the Steelers and the Patriots for the AFC Championship. How about that game? Has a great ring, doesn't it?
It does. Brady, Roethlisberger, both teams on 8-game win streaks. By the way, speaking of Brady, against the Steelers in his career, 9-2, 4-0 at Foxborough.
Yeah, and they won this year in Pittsburgh, did New England. But Ben Roethlisberger didn't play in that game.
You better believe he'll be playing in this one. Who do you like?
I actually like New England in this one. Hard to go against Tom Brady. This stage of his career, he knows that the end is near. Even though he's staving it off, he wants one more shot at a big ring.
Delay of game, offense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Holding offense.
Here's Will Monday now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the ball in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I can tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
And quickly, they get to the line. He'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their big tight end in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Oh, let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it. From the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that... Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keep...
You know, it's the third quarter. You're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Third down now following the run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They go play action here on first down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Their big tight end from 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now Anderson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go.
Anderson. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On second down, they run with Stewart. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Another pistol look here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Peterson alone in the backfield.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll drop to throw. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Anderson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Anderson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, 45 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And to give this time to the tailback. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And he fends him off. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They shakes him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter.